guys, welcome back to Off the L. It's me. Today I wanted to address some of the comments I've been getting on my last video that I did talking about Lil Peep or Gustav, whatever people prefer to call him. I just wanted to address some of the hundreds of comments that I've gotten because I feel like with the way that we cut the last video there wasn't a lot left for explanation. So yeah, I just wanted to get into some of the things and talk a little bit. The first thing I'd like to address is probably some of the comments I've been getting. Why I'm not crying in the video, or how come I don't seem upset if I knew him. That I'd like to explain that this video was filmed over a year, I think a year and a half maybe, even after he had passed. I had spent a lot of time crying and being upset and a lot of time mourning the death of someone that I didn't really get to know that well and someone that I was just starting to have a relationship and friendship with. Yeah, I've already spent my time crying and it's kind of gotten to a point now where like you just gotta move on and keep going. Why I don't call him Gus. No, I know that the night of I was referring to him as Gus and also Peep. Like everyone that night was referring to him as Peep. It wasn't like, I don't know, I guess like everybody just calls him that at that point. People calling him by his actual name, Gustav, wasn't really a thing until after he died. The people commenting that we weren't even dating and that he just wanted to fuck or whatever. The natures of our relationship aren't for YouTube and they're not for profit. In the last video, it was merely just me telling a story to the maybe 100 subscribers that we had at the time that were all really close friends. I would constantly ask me questions about what had happened and the story, and I always gave them a really brief cut down version. A friend was asking me like, oh, I see this picture, like how'd that happen? I can just send them this video without having to like recount this story that has some trauma because he's passed away. It was never intended to be something for profit or to make money, and even now I know it looks like 80,000 views or whatever, you must be making money. Like we're really not, and that's not why we're here on YouTube. We're here to talk about things and discuss things and show New York City and what it's like to be here, and that was an aspect of like living in New York City. You get to meet one of your favorite artists and just hang out with him because you live nearby. It wasn't intended to be a clout grabbing thing or like we're dating. We were friends and we talked and then he passed away. Asking about the painting and where it is and what it looks like. The painting is still with Gus's mom. I don't really have a good picture of it. That's the real issue here. On top of that, it really also wasn't that good of a painting. I was a freshman in art school. It was a portrait, which I don't necessarily do anymore, as you can see from like my paintings in the back. It was mediocre. I wasn't very proud of it, but I'll put a picture of it over here. You could also find it on my art website. I'll link down below in the bio, but he liked it. I guess like the idea of like a fan painting him was like exciting, you know. Questions about what he was like as a person and what it was like to hang out with him as a fan. It was a lot of fun. It was like a life-changing experience. I've mentioned that in the previous video, but it really was like with this social media and stuff that you have the power to do anything and meet the people you want to meet and become like be on speaking terms. And he was a great guy. He was really nice. He was nice to us from the minute he met us. He got us drinks. We talked about school and fun things, and he was really smart. It's really funny. He showed us some music. He was just like, we were just hanging out. Completely normal. There was no amount of like this star guy or whatever. He was like really cool, and it was everything you could have dreamed of. We got a comment from someone who was actually there that night, who I guess he called me weird for making the video or whatever. Yeah, to that I'd like to say, you can call me weird all you want. Frankly, I kind of am. I was just sharing a story that I thought was cool, and I still think is really cool. Something that'll probably never happen to me again with any other celebrity or a musician that I like. It's just a lot to think about. It's caused me a great deal of stress to think that people think that the reason we're making content is to clout chase or be fangirls or profit off of like something that caused me a great deal of heartbreak and a great deal of sadness for a long time. It was not easy to get to the point where I am now, and there was months and months of like wallowing and crying in bed. It wasn't easy. And to be able to tell that story and share it and get positive comments from people, his music changed their life and like saved them from doing some awful things. That's why we make videos, is to reach people. I hope that answered your questions. I hope there's no more questions because I'm not making another video about this. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys again for watching and subscribing and like being kind for the most part and understanding. So thank you guys so much. We'll have less content that's just me talking in my room, hopefully. Unless something else crazy and eventful happens, but I doubt it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like. Do nothing, I don't care. Love you.
All I want is a new bag. Yeah, I wouldn't wanna do that.
Splash, splash.
All I want is a new bag.
Yeah, hey, all I want is a new bag. Yes, yeah. Heavy wallets on my pants sack. Damn, I really want that fucking new Jag. Skirt now.